Good morning, friends. This is Lee Kersey, the Central Georgian. I apologize for not making videos for a while. I'm working on getting the equipment I need so I can do more videos. But just like everything else, it takes time and money. So, having said that, today I'm smoking my Missouri Meerschaum Legend. These are workhorses. And I'm going to probably wind up getting some more eventually to add to my collection because I love them. They're not real expensive pipes. And in it today, I'm smoking my first codger blend, Captain Black Original. So, some of you older codgers, or younger codgers, whichever the case may be, may be happy to hear that. I've been smoking pipes going on a little over 3 years now. August was 3 years. And I never smoked the codger blend till today. Another thing I learned this morning, after you load your pipe, do not, under any circumstances, turn it upside down. Because you'll have to reload it. Ask me how I know. Not only did I do it once, but I did it twice. Go figure, right? 3 years, that's the first time I've done that. Oh. In my cheap $15 Walmart Ozark cup, these cups come with these, it's not stickers, it's made, they're part of the cup, those designs and things that looks like stickers. But that Ozark Trail is what it is. And then in one of my other movies, I think y'all seen my Big Bubba 40-ounce thermos that has been through with me through all the jobs since the apprenticeship. So I might have should have let this tobacco dry out a little bit. I don't know. I just opened a jar that I decided to open. And pick what I want and stuff it in the pipe. I've got to get me somewhere where I can sit down and have me some type of a desk and stuff like that, where I can have my tray out there, let it dry out. Any rate, wanted to update y'all. Wednesday a week ago was my last day on the job that I had. I've left jobs before, but that one seemed to be one of the hardest decisions that I've had to make due to the fact that it was keeping me home. My schedule was around 8 to 4, 8 to 5, or 7:30 to 4 for the most part. But um, like I mentioned in past videos, there was too many investigations happening, too many things going wrong. I've seen too many things happening, and with me being the supposedly safety and compliance manager, the owner wouldn't do anything about it. He wouldn't get onto his son. He wouldn't get onto the other boy. In fact, the owner himself was doing things, and I just got to the point I couldn't do it no more. Trying to preserve my good name, which, I mean, he's going to talk about me. I mean, but that's what happens when you do bad things. You talk about other people, trying to make them look bad. But yeah, I got all my stuff together. I clocked out Wednesday afternoon. I pulled my refrigerator out of the office, loaded everything up I had at the office in my truck, which wasn't much. Closed the door and never looked back. Unfortunately, I had to go back into another truck. So, and I'm not really liking the situation I'm in, but I can deal with it for the time being until I can get my own truck running or figure out what I'm going to do. And it's not putting me in the legal bind that I was in before, where it was a possibility I could have went to jail for his stupidity and his allowing things to happen. You know, I mean, the company's going to eventually get shut down. It's just a matter of time. The good thing about the job I've got is I'll pull loads out of Savannah and pretty much return them to Savannah. Either I'll go out and get a load and bring it back to Savannah, one of the two. So I may not be home every trip, but I will be able to get home pretty regular throughout the week and over the weekend. I would have been home yesterday, but the load that I had going to Kentucky, I went through a construction zone in Chattanooga, and wound up picking up something in a tire, steer tire no less. And that messed me up. They had to reschedule my load for yesterday morning. So as of yesterday morning, I was supposed to have been in Kentucky Friday morning, or by 10 o'clock Friday. And I would have been there if that tire hadn't went down. But it was a steer tire, and you can't just... Fortunately, I was able to get the truck off the road and into a truck stop that had a tire shop. I just had to wait for them to get the opening. They could work me in, because they had like 2 trucks from the day before, and there was 3 of us in line when they opened at 6:30. So I wound up being truck number 5. I've got to learn how to do this where I can keep my pipes burning. I get to talking and I forget about it, and I got to relight it more regular than I want to. Actually, this ain't too bad. I'm going to set that down so I can finish my video. Pause it for a second. Okay, we're back with you. I got probably about half of that bowl down in that little bit, in that 10 minutes. And I'm probably smoking a little bit faster than I should, because I've gotten more used to the pipes now, and those pipes last me somewhere in the neighborhood of about 30 minutes now, 20 to 30 minutes. Where when I first started smoking, I would just sit there and let it go out, have to relight it, and I'd make it last 40, 45 minutes. So it's not, the bowl is that big. Most people, it's probably about a 15-minute, 20-minute pipe at the most, if they're smoking fast. But I set it down, get to talking, and let it go out, and this and that and the other, and I make it normally last 30 to 40 minutes. So I'm going to say it's not real small, but if you know anything about the corn cobs, they're not huge either. The only bowls that I've really seen that's big is the MacArthur, I think, the General, and the Freehands. That's the only ones that I've seen that's had real big bowls. And I have not, for some reason, them pipes just don't seem to be interesting to me. I don't know. And that's also like the Falcon pipes. I mean, I know several people that, they got this Falcon, that Falcon, the other Falcon, and I mean, they got Falcons coming out of yin yang. But Falcon pipes just don't seem to be, I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, I think I've got 3 Falcon stems and maybe 4 bowls, 5 bowls, something like that. But they just don't seem to be my my style. I've got a couple of straights and maybe a bent, and like I said, 4 or 5 bowls, but they just don't seem to be the style that I like for some reason. And as of today, if my count is correct, I'm probably in the neighborhood of about 300, 320, something like that, pipes altogether total in my collection. And this week I made the decision that I'm going to go through my pipes and really thin out the pipes that I do have. Because what I done when I first got to smoking pipes and cigars, I was just out here buying everything I could get my hands on. And some of it probably appealed to me at the time when I bought it, or either it was just one of them things like you go to the grocery store and you see an item at the end of the aisle, and it's like, oh, I want that. It's marketing scheme or something. I don't know. But I'm going to attempt to go through my pipes, and I'm going to pick out the ones I know I'm going to keep for a fact. And I'll probably wind up doing that today. And I'm going to pick out the ones I know I'm for a fact going to keep, and I'll separate them out to a different box. And I'll take the other box with me, and I'll start posting pictures and selling off some of the other pipes that I got that they probably appealed to me at the time when I got them, but they don't really appeal to me anymore now, if you understand my drift. Because that's how I come about getting the name of the Simple Georgian. I'm trying to simplify my life. Well, now the tobaccos I've got, I'm gonna probably wind up keeping 90%, 95% of all the tobaccos I've got. I'll probably trade some off. But as far as the pipes, I'm getting down to the point now that it's not as much of a, ooh, I want this, you know, to show off, or I want that to show off, or what have you. It's just, I'm trying to get down to a few really nice pipes that I, you really know that I'm going to like, really take care of or whatnot. And go from there. So, be on the lookout for that. I don't know if I'm going to put them on eBay or in I'll probably have them on my Facebook page, may have some on my Instagram page. And I may put some up in an email or something. Do like I think it's Rich from Briarville. He puts X number of pipes up, and you contact him in his email or whatever. So I'll do a post and let you know how I'm going to do it, and give you the information needed to, if you want to look at them and see if you want to get one of them or whatnot. But I'm definitely going to be getting rid of a few of them, and I don't even know how many I'm going to actually be getting rid of. I'm going to go through them today and decide, because I'm getting down to the point that I'm wanting to really focus on I know you've probably heard the saying, less is more. I'm getting down to the point I want to focus on less and not have so much to keep up with. And because with me getting back into a truck, that pretty much means that I won't be home a bunch. And I don't know, I can use that space for something else or whatever. I don't know. It's just the pipes that I got at the time, like I said, I thought they interested me, and I was just like, ooh, pipe, I like that one, and they were reasonable, or I thought they were reasonable, and I jumped on them. So half of my collection is estate pipes that's been refurbished, and the other half is new and artisan pipes. So there's going to be a good mix of all of it. New and estates. The artisan pipes I probably will not get rid of, just because I know the artisan, and I probably will not get rid of those. But the estate pipes and stuff like that, I probably will. I've got what they call some codger pipes that I'm probably going to keep. I know I've got a GBD. I know I've got a Yellow Bowl, K Woody. I know I've got a Dr. Graybow. I know I've got a Captain Black. I know I've got a Amphora, I believe. I know I've got a GBD. And there's another pipe that was a Codger blend at the time that I know I've got a Medico. Those Codger pipes like that, I'd definitely keep those. But I'll go through my pipes, and now that I'm back on the truck, I've got access to my big Atlas, and I'll make some videos on that, showing you, like I was telling y'all when I first started my channel, on how we plan our loads and how we plan our trips and stuff. So I'll go over some of that, and I'll go over some of the stuff. I may even do a actual pre-trip video and a post-trip video with y'all. and see how all that goes. That way, you'll know how to do all that. If that's something you're interested in, but I definitely pull my atlas out and, that go over that stuff. So, and I'll show y'all things to look for when you get into a truck that, can help you down the road, that may or may not need fixing or repaired, replaced, whatnot. Stuff that you can live with, stuff that you can live without, and go from there. And I'm also really digging deep into, I'm not going to say prepping, but more self-sufficiency lifestyle. Because of being in a truck, most of the places we go to, you got junk food or fast food, and I've got to live a healthier lifestyle. So I'm going to start putting together some homemade things like soups, meals in a jar type stuff to carry in the truck with me, and because I've got all the stuff I need to cook with in the truck. And that way I'm not sitting out here grabbing just, fast food all the time and killing myself more faster than what I would otherwise. I mean, being in the truck is bad enough as it is. But fast food is a certain, how can I say it, speedy thing. Yeah, it's something to eat to keep moving, but at the same time it's not the healthiest option for you, and I need healthier options. So I'm gonna work on that and keep the doctor happy. Hopefully it'll help me with my keep my weight gain down, and I'll just have to grab stuff as I can in the truck, and maybe while I'm waiting somewhere to unload or taking my 30-minute break or whatever, I can just grab it, throw it in the microwave. I've got a refrigerator, I've got a microwave, I've got a slow cooker, and I've got one of them little electric griddles, or not griddles, but the little electric frying pan. I've got one of those. So if I do it like I need to, and I prep my food at the house on the weekend and get it ready for the week, and then all I've got to do is just put it in the truck. So I'm going to work on that and go from there. Alright, I've rambled on for about 25 minutes. I'm going to get back and finish this pipe and get inside, wash clothes, and go through my pipes so I can get them ready to unload some, and we'll go from there. We thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. Hope y'all have a good day, have a great week, and we appreciate y'all. Thanks.